Actually really like this song. Brings back a lot of memories. So I'm gonna be honest with you, that last part, I had to try really hard not to sing that last part. Okay. So let's do new game. Okay. So right here, if you've never played the game before, don't worry, I'm not gonna spoil. You know, I'm not here to do a lot of spoilers. But this game allows you to play as you can play basically two different stories. Most of the game is the same, but you can play as Claude or you can play as Rena. In this game, there's one specific character that you can only get depending on the story that you choose. So I'm gonna go with Rena's story because that's what I said I was gonna do. So we're gonna do that. Another thing. I'm gonna change her name. I'm actually gonna change his name too. I'm gonna change her name to Homa, which is what I name my female characters. Male characters get named Atreyu, or the lead male character gets named Atreyu. Female characters get named Homa. That's what it is. But in this game, because it's voiceover, they're still gonna call her Rena. No matter what I put, they'll still call her Rena, and they'll still call him Claude. So just so you guys are aware of that. Oh my god, I'm so excited to play this game. It's been so long. Just so you know, there is a Star Ocean 1 on the PSP. We might play that. We'll see.
on just a minute.
What, Mom?
Don't you what Mom me. How about taking a break for once today? You were just there yesterday and the day before that.
I know, but it's just that being there makes me feel so calm. Come on, why can't I go?
Because I said so. Do I have to remind you about all the crazy things going on since that sorcery globe crashed down on us? Just last night we had a huge earthquake. The animals are all going wild and attacking people. It's too dangerous right now. Besides, there's also...
See you later!
Ah! Wait a minute! Oh, that child? What she sees in the sacred forest is beyond me.
Whew, that was close. Why does my mom always have to harp on me like that? I better get to the sacred forest quick if I want to make it there.
Alright, and so I have control of the character now. So first let me open these chests. But yeah, so I beat this game 3 times on the PlayStation, and then when it came out on the PSP, I beat it 2 more times. That just goes to show you how much I love this game. I've beaten Blows Claude and Rena's story, so you know, I know what happens. I remember a good portion of it. Yeah. The save point. So look at this. So these are all my old saves from when I played the game before. I played it as Claude and I played it as Rena. I beat the game in like 20 hours. It's not a very long game, but I'm gonna do a lot more than I did before. Interesting. And if you look at the dates, January 1st, 2009, 2010, that's when I last played it. But we're doing a brand new save, brand new game in 2018. So, did I tell you I'm excited to play this game? I'm so. None of these cutscenes were in the PS1 version.
Something about the sacred forest just makes me feel refreshed. I think I'll try going in a little further today. It's so pretty. I really wish my mother wouldn't worry so much about me. This place couldn't possibly be any safer.
Dum, dum, dum.
Look out!
Go on, run! We can handle this.
I'm not controlling this.
That was easier than I thought. Whoa! Whew. Good thing I made it in time.
Who is this guy? He's dressed all weird. And what was that light? He killed that monster in the blink of an eye.
You all right? Oh, that was a close one. By the way, if you don't mind me asking...
Well,
Hey, wait!
that was very nice of him. Did his take off running?
That scared me. He didn't have to get so close to me like that all of a sudden. but maybe it was rude of me to run away like that. He did tell me to wait, too. Hope he's still around.
Oh, good. I was hoping you'd wait for me.
I'm sorry I ran away like that.
Oh, no, that's okay.
It's just that everything happened so quickly. I was really shocked.
Scary, huh?
Yes, a little. Still, I'm really sorry about all this. You saved me, but I just ran off like that.
Nah, don't worry about it. Besides, you did stop to wait, didn't you?
Oh, I haven't introduced myself. My name is Rena.
It's cool.
Rena Lanford.
But, you know, she'll call herself Rena, so whatever.
Oh, and, I'm Claude. Claude C. Kinney. Hi.
Which, I'm gonna change his name to Atreyu, but game will call him Claude. Whatever.
Nice to meet you, Mr. Kenny. So, Mr. Kenny, was there something you wanted to ask me earlier?
Oh, right. It's nothing that important, really, but... where am I?
Are you a traveler?
Something like that, yeah.
Where are you from?
From Earth?
Earth? Where is that?
Well, how can I put it? It's really far away from here. Really far away. Probably.
A faraway place? That's really amazing.
Yes. Well, not really.
Mr. Kenny, once we cross this bridge, we'll be in Arlia.
Arlia, is that where you live? But, are you sure it's alright if I just barge in?
Of course it is. Besides, I need to repay you somehow.
No, please, don't worry about it. I didn't do anything that special.
You don't have to be so modest. It won't be much, just the least I can offer you, so please.
The beginning of this game, got a lot of talking.
Here we are! Welcome to Arlia.
I think the way he walks is a little bit weird too.
Wow, it's so pretty.
Is it? Well, thank you.
Ah, it's such a nice place. I like it a lot. Listen, would you be able to show me around the village?
Of course. I don't mind at all.
Okay. So we are in the village of Arlia. So I'm going to kind of push the story. I'm gonna do what I need to, but I'm gonna push the story for a while because there's certain people I want to get. But again, I'll explain all that as we go along. And the story may be a little bit confusing, just because the way this game is, if you've never played before, Claude's the better story to start with, because it makes a little bit more sense. Don't worry, I'll fill in everything for you. I try not to move the dialogue too fast because I'm not reading this entire thing out loud. But I'll try not to move it along too fast, just in case you guys do want to read it. So right now I just have to show them kind of everywhere in this village, where we're going place to place. That is the mayor's house, just in case I ran through it too fast.
Oh, welcome back, Rena. Is something wrong?
Something big has happened, Mom. This is serious.
Oh, really now? Just what could that be?
I'm not exaggerating. He's here. The hero has arrived.
What?
The hero! The one from the legends! You know, the hero of light! He's come to save us!
Rena, are you sure about that?
Yes, he's wearing clothes like I've never seen before, and he has the Sword of Light.
The Sword of Light?
Yes, he used this unbelievable light to save me in the Sacred Forest. It had to be the Sword of Light.
So where is he right now?
So, if somebody asks you to wait outside, don't just barge in like this guy did.
He's outside right now, so I'm gonna...
Wait a minute, Rena.
Excuse me.
Is something wrong, Mr. Kenny?
It's been a while since you left me, so I was just wondering what's up.
Oh, my apologies. Would you wait outside for me just a little bit longer?
Sure. Do you mind if I walk around a little?
Oh, please do. Go ahead. Whew, he surprised me.
So, if we were playing Claude's story, right now we would have control of Claude and we could actually walk around and, just kind of look at other places. But, since for Rena, we'll look at Rena's side of the story on what happens at this point, which basically is just her talking to her mother, but just so you know.
Was that him, Rena?
Yeah.
Are you sure we should leave him out there by himself?
I think he'll be okay, but...
Rena, tell him to come inside. That'll probably be better. Yes, let's do that.
Okay, I'll go get him.
Okay, so now I have to go and find
You
him.
actually believed me, Mom.
Of course I did, Rena. You're my daughter.
Thank you.
So, while we go look for this guy, just so you know, like I said before, this is the PSP version of it, so obviously the screen is blown up a little bit more than it normally would be. But in the actual game, it's actually kind of pixelated like this in the actual game. I mean, it's a PS1 game from a long time ago, but graphics-wise, that's all by design. It's all done on purpose. So I'm in the mayor's house right now. I can't remember where the hell Claude is at, so I think I have to talk to some people. Yeah, so the original Star Ocean game came out on the Super Nintendo. Star Ocean 2, which is what this game is based off of, it came out on the PS1, but the games are not connected. Like, you don't have to play Star Ocean 1 to understand Star Ocean 2. It's basically like Final Fantasy. They're all completely separate stories. Every game, separate story. So, that being said, I might go back and play the first Star Ocean because I thought it was kind of interesting. We'll see. There's so much depth to this game. So many things you can do.
Sorry to keep you waiting, Mr. Kenny.
Oh, Rena, are you done?
Let's see if I can go over and save. No. Okay. Yeah, I kind of like to save, just as often as possible. So there was a kind of a big problem with the PS1 version, and it's that the game used to crash a lot. I don't remember the PSP version crashing, but you never know.
Mom, I'm back!
Hello. Rena, I wasn't expecting you two to be back so early. Just in time, though. I was just finishing up everything.
Finishing up? What? Mom, what's all this food here for?
Doesn't it look delicious? I put all of my best recipes out on the table for you.
That's not what I mean.
What? Did I do something wrong? I just thought I'd thank Mr. Kenny with a nice meal.
I understand that, but isn't this a little much?
Is it? He's pretty young, so I figured he'd have a big appetite. You are hungry, aren't you, Mr. Kenny?
Actually, I am, yeah.
See, a real man could put all this away, no problem. So eat as much as you like, all right?
Oh my god, this game is bringing
thanks.
back so many memories.
Oh, Mom.
Do I have a dead pixel on my monitor? Maybe I was just stuck at
Thank
that.
you so much for the meal, but I just can't eat anymore.
Are you okay? You didn't have to force it all down, you know.
I'm fine. I'm fine. I've got a cast iron stomach.
I'm sorry my mother made so much.
It was all delicious, though. My mother would never be able to do something like that.
Thanks for the compliment. I'm glad you're happy. I'm gonna go downstairs and help my mother clean up. Feel free to rest up here for a bit, alright?
Sure, that sounds good.
Yeah, I told you at the beginning of the game, very, very heavily story driven.
How is he, Rena?
Stuffed. He said he couldn't eat anymore, so I had him rest upstairs for a bit.
Is that right? In that case, now would be a good time to tell the mayor. It's dark out, so be careful, Rena.
Okay, I'll go get him.
Okay, so I'm gonna go to the mayor's office and tell him that this stranger is at my house.
Mayor!
I was very panicky. I wasn't expecting her to say that.
What's all the racket for, Rena?
Sir, come to my house quick! There's no time to waste!
Now just what is going on here, young lady?
The hero! He's finally appeared!
What?
It's true! He has the Sword of Light and everything!
The Sword of Light?
His clothes are foreign looking too. There's no doubt about it. He's the hero from the legend!
My goodness. Tell me, Rena, where did you find him?
In the Sacred Forest, he saved me from a monster using the Sword of Light, and right now he's resting in my house. I'm telling you the truth. What's more, he said he's on a journey, but didn't have any idea where he was. He claims to be from somewhere, but I've never even heard of the place. Don't you think this is more than a coincidence?
Indeed. It is something worth looking into. Rena, I know as well as anybody that you are not the kind of girl to make up stories either.
Thank you, Mayor.
So let's get to the bottom of this. First things first, let's see what he has to say.
Great! Mom, I'm back!
Rena, oh, no.
What's wrong, Mom? Why are you panicking like that?
No, it's just that I've...
Calm down, Mom. Tell me what's wrong.
I said it.
Said what?
I said the H word.
What? You told him that? So what did he say?
H word being hero. Just in case you're not following.
I don't think he understood what I meant.
Please be calm, everyone. It's all right. He doesn't understand what this is all about either. This must be Claude C. Kenny then, yes? Allow me to say, I'm honored to make your acquaintance. My name is Regis, and I humbly serve this village as its mayor.
Good to meet you, sir.
Allow me to thank you profusely for saving our dear Rena's life in the Sacred Forest.
Oh, not at all, sir.
Speaking of which, Rena has told me that you are, at present, in the midst of a journey.
Oh, well, it's hardly worth calling a journey, really.
So tell me, where is your destination? The Kingdom of Cross? Or perhaps the continent of Liqueur?
Well,
A curious traveler indeed. Not only do you not know where you are, but where you are going is also yet unknown.
What are you trying to say, sir?
Mr. Kenny, if you will forgive my rudeness for a moment, I do believe everything you have told us has been a lie.
Pretty bold.
You are far from an ordinary traveler.
If I'm not a traveler, then what am I?
A visitor from another world. A hero of legend, hidden under the guise of a traveler. In fact, even you will agree that you are the hero of light who has come to fulfill his duty as our savior. Am I wrong?
What? Listen, what would possibly make you think that
If it's proof you need, then let me share with you a glimpse of our world. It has been told in our history that when the people of Expel are suffering under the threat of impending doom, a hero will appear in garbs of foreign make, and with his sword of light, he will save us all.
So, he said Expel. Expel is the name of the planet that they're all on right now. So you have Claude C. Kenny, who's from Earth, from a completely different planet, but they don't know that. And they are on the planet Expel. So what this mayor is saying is that they're going through some shit, and basically because Claude looks crazy, he must be a hero.
Your clothes are nothing like what we have, and you carry the Sword of Light. What more proof do we need?
what are you... I don't have any sword of light.
Of course you do! You used a blinding light to save me earlier.
That?
Maybe he really isn't the one.
Politics. Do you remember this game? It was from a long time ago. I mean, you were definitely a little kid at the time, so you may or may not remember this.
He's got to be.
I think I know why you're all confused. This weapon of mine, it's not a sword of light, although I'll admit that it's something like one, but still, carrying this around doesn't make me any kind of special hero. There's gotta be some kind of mistake.
How can you say that?
Well, I mean, I'm not a hero. I don't have any kind of power like that. I don't even have any idea what's going on here. How can you expect me to save anyone at all?
You truly have no idea? You really don't know anything about the sorcery globe or the cataclysms?
We're not talking about something that happens in the village here. We're talking about the cataclysms that have affected the entire world. It seems that you do not really know what we are talking about. Please allow me to explain. It all began 3 months ago.
Let's see.
On another continent, northwest of this village, there is a kingdom by the name of El. One fateful day, a meteor crashed upon Aluria, a town located within El's territory. At first, people saw it as merely a rare and remarkable celestial event.
Thought it was actually going to be a video.
But before long, a cataclysm took place. Great hordes of monsters suddenly appeared in the once peaceful nation, and the havoc they spread devastated the kingdom of El. There has never been anything like this before in our world. Not until the arrival of that meteor. It only stands to reason that the two events are related to each other. The meteor came to be called the Sorcery Globe, a stone of pure demonic evil.
I like the way he said that. Demonic evil.
No matter how you look at it, that stone must be the reason for the disasters that have befallen the world. And now, just as the sorcery globe fell upon our heads one day, so you have also appeared out of thin air. If that stone is the source of the chaos, then we believe that only you can cut through the chaos and save us.
But I'm just a...
The cataclysms are still ongoing as we speak. Strings of earthquakes like nothing recorded before. Docile animals turning into fearsome monsters. It will not be long before disaster befalls this humble village, too.
But I'm not anyone special like your story said. How am I supposed to deal with some kind of magic meteorite?
If you are not, then where did you come from? And where are you going?
I don't know how to explain it, and even if I did, you wouldn't understand it. The only thing I can tell you is that I'm here because of an accident, and not because I wanted to be here. I just want to go back to where I came from. That's all.
So if I was playing Claude's story, all of it would have been explained. How he ended up here, blah, blah, blah. But basically he was doing something and he ended up here. Basically it. I might play Claude's story after this.
You must have your reasons, but you must let us know more before we can make sense of this.
I know, but that's all I can tell you.
Very well. If you insist on it, then I am sure there is at least some truth to it. We will have to accept that you are not the hero of light after all.
How can this be?
Speaking of Cotton Eye Joe, apparently the Red Dead Redemption online beta is out. Maybe I'll try it out. Honestly, I didn't really care for the game.
I'm sorry.
So
This is probably not what you all wanted to hear.
I think everybody else loves it.
Not
I
at
couldn't get
all.
into it.
It is our own fault forcing you to be someone you are not in the first place.
I'm sorry about this. Rena!
Like how she just got an attitude and then just left, just took off running.
I don't believe this. He has to be the one. Those clothes, and that sword of light.
Yeah, so the special edition, if you had it's the Ultimate Edition. If you had the Ultimate Edition, you would be able to play the beta early, but I think it's been released for everybody. I'm just not in any rush to play it. So, okay, so she got upset, she ran away. Well, she ran outside, and now it's the next day, and I guess everybody's acting like everything is all back to normal. So, alright, let me see if I can remember what to do. Can we leave the village? Okay. We gotta go back to the sacred forest. So, I don't know where Claude is. I don't know where anybody is. She just woke up and she's like, alright, we'll go back to the sacred forest. But at least we can save again, because we haven't saved in a while. So, okay. The music, by the way. It's two things that I really love about this game, and it's the music and just the overall battle system. Fantastic, fantastic. I love this game.
What am I trying to accomplish here? Father, what am I supposed to do? Father.
What am I supposed to do?
Please, keep your voice down. We wouldn't want Rena to hear us.
That girl's passed out on her bed, now that she's finally had enough of crying for her dead father.
I am sure this is just as much a shock for you as it is for her. But you are her mother. You need to stay calm for her sake.
Stay calm? How am I supposed to stay calm? My husband is dead.
Wester.
Without him, what am I going to do? I still haven't told her yet. Now that he's gone, I'll have to tell her all by myself.
You want to see a real oof? About to see it, right?
Can you imagine having to tell your daughter that she's not your real child?
Ugh. Ouch. It just catches right in the feels, you know? As a kid,
I knew I should have thrown away that damn
I
pendant.
felt that.
Why didn't I get rid of the last connection to her real parents? She would have been mine, my real daughter.
I think as a kid, when you play RPGs, you get way more like emotionally connected to stuff, even if like, you know, you're not going through it in real life. It's
So
just,
who
it
am
happened
I
to
then?
them. I don't know. When I was a kid, I felt it. I felt it, and it hurt. I'm an adult now, so I'm just like, damn, that sucks.
Rena.
Mr. Kenny.
Morning.
Good morning.
What's wrong? You look tired.
Huh? Oh, no. I'm fine.
She's probably tired from all that running away she did yesterday.
I'm sorry about what happened yesterday. I didn't mean to cause a scene like that.
It's all right. I mean, I know I must look really out of place to you all. Now that I know the whole story, it's pretty easy to see how everyone came to that conclusion.
I grew up listening to tales about the hero, you know. They talked about how the hero would appear in our time of greatest need and save our way of life. And, I mean, a lot of people are desperately in need right now, aren't they? All around the world. having you show up just like the stories at a time like this, I just thought you had to be the one.
That makes sense.
I mean, I wasn't sure, but I was pretty sure.
Well, I'm sorry I couldn't be the hero you wanted.
I didn't mean that, Mr. Kenny. It's not your fault. I'm the one to blame for being so easily taken in by the stories of the hero.
I still want to apologize, though. I really wish there's something I could do.
You don't have to worry about it. I hope you can get back to your home soon. I'm sorry, but would it be alright if I stayed here alone for a little while?
Well, okay. I hope you feel better. See you.
Awkward. You know, really shouldn't leave her by herself because she's like in a forest.
I'm sorry, Mr. Kenny.
Last time she was in the forest, she got attacked by a big ass monster. But you know, I didn't write the story, so.
I better get back home. Wouldn't want my mother worrying about me.
Okay. So, up until this point, I haven't actually been able to be involved in one fight, one battle, one anything. That battle that's down there, that number one, isn't because I fought, it's because the computer fought. I told you the battle system I think is fantastic and one of the best. But we're almost an hour into the game and I still haven't gotten a chance to fight yet.
Alan!
Oh, what mother? Wow. Okay. Her fostered mother, her other
Hey,
mother.
Rena. You're a sight for sore eyes. How have things been?
Good.
Well, great.
Alan?
I've got good news for you, Rena. I'm finally ready.
Ready? For what?
The stage has finally been set. Or should I say, our wedding ceremony is ready.
Huh? What are you saying, Alan?
Well, this is.
I don't know what you're talking about, Alan. I'm not getting married to you.
This is looking real creepy to me. About to get in some trouble.
You'll change your tune soon enough, Rena. Once you witness my greatness, my power.
I'm not changing anything. What happened to you, Alan?
Can't you feel it? The power that's pouring out of my body, even as we speak.
Okay, so it's not supposed to be funny. It's just the way that he said it was funny to me. Sorry.
Alan, what happened to you?
When I was a kid, this wasn't funny, but it's funny to me now.
Whatever. Take her away.
Let me go!
Fret not, my dear. Soon you won't be able to live without me. The stone has told me so.
Wow. Well, you know, you just try to go for a stroll in the forest and you end up being randomly kidnapped by some guy that wants to marry you.
What?
Someone get Regis! Get Wester!
Yeah, apparently Alan ain't no joke. He don't care. He sees him, he wants him, he takes him.
Rena!
Well, well. Quite the reception.
Mom! Help me!
Alan, what is the meaning of this?
Shoot
Let Rena
shot
go right
really
now.
Can't do that.
Well, I think this game was made in like
Have you gone mad?
probably made in 2000.
Alan?
Shoot your shot. 2000. I don't know.
Move out of my way, please. I will not be kind to interlopers.
Let Rena go!
Ah! Mom!
I will say this one last time. Get out of my way, or I will make sure everyone here regrets it dearly.
This guy is a real bully. He's got his little vampire cape on, and he's just.
Let him through, everybody! This is not the same Alan we knew! I think he'll do what he says!
It sounds like.
But
it.
Rena!
I'm going to be alright. Please, don't worry about me.
She was just screaming for help. Now she's like, you know what? You guys can't help me. Just get out the way. Just get out the way, or you guys make it even worse.
Huh. It would have been easier if everyone just did this the first time I asked. Off then!
You know what? I bet her real mom would
Get
have
in!
fought for her. Foster mom just didn't do it. He was like, there's nothing I can do.
Why are you
Take her
doing
away.
this, Alan? This is terrible. And what you did to my mother.
Foster mom.
Cool off in here for a while. I'll come back for you later. And don't even think about trying to escape.
I've got to get out of here.
Okay. So, let's see. Gonna walk out. So, looks like we're in a house. Gotta walk around. Might as well steal some stuff since I'm here. I mean, that guy's just casually talking. I guess he doesn't care, you know, that I got kidnapped. Just act like nothing happened. The door's locked. Can't get out. Let's see. Old man. Miss Puma, because I named her Puma. Her name's actually Rena. So, Miss Rena, I'm deeply sorry for what has happened. It was Master Allen who took you here, wasn't it? I wish there was something I could do to help. Fortunately, Master Allen is the only key to the house. There's nothing I can do to help you escape. Okay. Started acting strange after acquiring a particular stone. Since then, he hasn't been eating properly. What could have happened to him? Okay. Apparently, he got some kind of stone, and then all of a sudden turned crazy. What kind of stone is this? Was it like jewelry? Did it make him look good? Did it just make him feel like
There's
a badass?
got to be a hidden exit somewhere.
And there it is. That's that.
There we go.
Noise.
Where am I? I had no idea a tunnel like this exists under the mansion.
So apparently what we was in was, we were in a mansion.
Ah! There's someone on the ground!
Didn't seem that big, but, you know.
Bosman! Are you alright?
Ugh. Rena, why are you here?
That's what I was gonna ask you! Oh! You're hurt.
I'll be fine. But what are you doing here, Rena?
I was taken here by Alan. He was going on about a wedding in some kind of altar.
I see. Well, Alan had me build this bizarre room inside the Salva mines for him. Guess now I know what the altar's for, I'm afraid. Something's wrong with that boy. He's got this stone, and every time he looks at it, he cracks this smile that makes him look like a madman. I was frankly too scared to go on. But when I tried to escape, this happened to me. Rena, if you're the one he's after, you better get out of here fast.
When I remember as a kid, so looking at this, I can clearly see now that it's a wheelbarrow, but as a kid, I thought that the guy had a bow in his hand. Like, I thought that the handle of the wheelbarrow was a bow, and I thought his name was Bowman, not Bosman. So, I don't know. Just an interesting little thing that I noticed as a kid.
I can't just
Now
leave
that
you
I'm
here, Bosman.
older, I can see that's none of that was correct.
I'll be all right. I'll leave the mansion once I've rested up a bit. But you don't have that kind of luxury, Rena.
But
This mansion is connected to the Salva mines on the inside. You might be able to find your way back to town through there. Now get moving.
It probably is. Some type of crack rock, you know, he looks at it and just drives him crazy. Okay, so, I need to change some settings. So targeting is set to auto, set it to semi, normal. I think the rest is okay. Yeah, so we're 54 minutes into the game, and I still haven't actually gotten a chance to fight yet, but I'm about to, so I need to make sure. She's a healer, by the way, so the only thing she can really do is heal. You know, I'm level 1, so there's no equipment I can put on. Alright, let's do it. Did I save? Pretty sure I saved. So our goal is to get out of here, escape before this crazy guy tries to marry us.
I'm not gonna lose.
Why are there so many people for my first fight? So this is why I like the game so much.
I won't lose like this.
I'm literally gonna die on my first fight. How did he do so much damn damage? Okay. Take my blueberries. We're gonna be okay. I have to hit them before they hit me. Oh my god, I'm gonna die. I literally don't have anything else to heal me. Oh, that heals.
I can't move.
Alright, so my first fight of the game, after an hour, I just completely wipe out and die. The chance of that happening is very low. I shouldn't have had so many enemies. I'm not gonna die again. All right, we're gonna act like that didn't happen. We're just gonna keep going. Holy crap! My first fight, I died. Wow. Okay.
I'm not gonna lose.
I mean, don't get me wrong. She's not really a fighter. She's a healer. Oh wait, she's a healer. I could have just healed myself with my magic instead of using my items. You know what? I'm an idiot. It's been a while since I played the game, so sorry. Okay.
It's all over. Ooh, great.
I still shouldn't have had so many enemies. That was wild. There's a save point up there, but there's a chest over here, and I want it.
I'm not gonna lose. Weaker than I thought. Ooh,
Holy
great.
crap, she's so weak. This level 1 is ridiculous. So, well, I'm not gonna say that. I'll let it show itself. Yeah, I'm gonna get this chest, that chest too, and there's a chest up there. And then we'll save, and then we'll go through that door.
I'm not gonna lose. Yeah! That was an easy win. I'm not gonna lose.
Better not. Okay, much better. Doing a lot better now.
Ooh,
I don't know
great.
what the hell happened. My first fight, I just died. And actually, those bandits are probably the easiest easiest things you can fight in the game. So how I died to it my first time. Crazy. Alright. Well, this clearly wasn't the way
What
out of
is
the
this place?
area.
Ah, my sweet bride. So wonderful of you to make it to our little wedding.
Kinda like I should try to run away.
Rena, my dear. You should know by now that you can't escape from me.
Alan, what is wrong with you? You weren't like this before.
No, I wasn't. I've changed. And I have the stone to thank for that.
Alan!
But that's a trifle matter not worth killing yourself over. Shall we begin the ceremony? Rena! That's close enough.
So you're out. Let Rena go. Do you have any idea what you're doing?
If you'll excuse me, sir, we are in the middle of a holy ceremony. In just a moment, we will be together as one. I would appreciate it if you would show some respect. Now then, my Rena.
No! Mr. Kenny, help me!
Sorry, Alan.
Stop it! This isn't anything holy! You can't force someone into marriage like this!
Force? I think you're a tad mistaken here. We are in love with each other. Love with each other. Love!
Alan?
Love with...
Oh no!
Mr. Kenny!
Okay.
Damn it!
Of course I named her Puma. So, I mean, she's a main character. I named her Puma. I'm gonna name Claude Atreyu.
Don't let your
But
guard
I haven't
down!
gotten a chance
Be
to do it.
careful!
Okay, let me stop right here. So, one of the things I love about this game is you can play whatever character you want. Rena sucks. She only heals, so I'm gonna take over this guy. Wow.
Heal!
Got you!
Hey, do I have any spells yet? Oh, okay. See, if I play it right, I can actually dodge his attacks.
Heal!
Not really dodge, but I can... Doesn't matter.
Got you!
Okay, we're good.
I'd say that was
Finally
8 out of
over.
10. Whoa!
Yeah, you know how I do. Main characters, it's either Puma or it's Atreyu. How we're doing it for now
Rena,
on.
are you alright?
but the game will still call them what they're supposed to be called because it's voiceovers.
Yeah.
What happened to this guy, Rena?
I don't know. Ever since he came to Arlia, it's like he was possessed by something.
But people don't just turn into this kind of monster. What's going on here?
Alan, you were such a good person, too.
Rena,
Why did this have to happen? Alan!
he's still breathing.
I don't know. I couldn't tell if that moaning was like pain or if it was like pleasure pain.
Where am I? Huh? Rena, why are you here?
Alan! You're back!
What do you mean? Oh, my head's spinning. I feel like I've been stuck in a dream for days.
I guess that stone was what caused all this trouble. Once it's gone, that was enough to turn him back to normal.
I'm so happy for you!
Let's go back to the mansion. We can figure everything out over there.
I did all of that?
Yes, you did, I'm afraid. It was a terrible experience.
Wow. I can't remember a thing. You're telling me I had Bosman build that altar for me?
Yep, it was about 2 weeks ago that you sent me the order. Now that I think about it, that was around the time I started to notice you acting strangely. Like you were in your own little world or something.
It must have been that stone. Whatever power that stone's emitting was enough to mentally transform you.
I think you're right about that. The first time I saw that stone, it was like something swelled up inside my head. I felt like I could literally do no wrong. That I was right, and everyone else was to do my bidding. I don't remember much after that, but I don't think I'll ever be able to forget what it felt like at that single moment.
Alan.
Rena, I'm sorry. I know I was unconscious during that time, but I feel terrible for doing those things to you.
Don't feel bad, Alan. Besides, you're back to normal, and I know the real Alan would never do anything like that.
Thank you.
We better hurry back to Arlia. Your mom's worried about you, Rena.
Yeah.
Foster mom.
I need to go explain what happened to everyone in Salva. Hopefully they'll be understanding.
Rena!
So we're back to a little bit of story before we can do some fighting again.
Well, looks like we owe you our thanks once again. You saved Rena's life not once, but twice now.
Oh, no. I hardly did anything worth thanking me for.
So is that what started this whole little episode? That little stone he found in the Salva mines?
So he says.
That's the only explanation I can think of. When the stone shattered, Alan snapped back to normal.
Personally, I think he was just a predator and he was just using that as an excuse, but
First you go mad, then you transform into a monster. That stone almost reminds me of the sorcery globe.
Yes, it does seem to be that way. Perhaps the two are related somehow.
The sorcery globe.
That's just something that popped into my mind anyway.
It sounds like the town of Salva is in an uproar right now. As if Alan didn't cause enough chaos, rumors about the hero have made it over there as well.
I'm sorry. I know you had warned me about that.
So, real quick, so if I was playing Claude's story instead of playing Rena's story, you know, we got to see what happened in the eyes of Rena. Rena, we got to see her get captured, we got to see her escape and run through the mines. But if we were playing Claude's story, Claude would have, you know, been in Arlia in the town, and somebody would have said, hey, she got captured, and you would have actually went to the next town as Claude. You would have used your little gun that they're calling the Sword of Light, and you know the town would have seen it, and it would have been a big scene, and then you would have ran in and saved her. So, like I said, the stories are a little bit different, but they kind of they mash up. So you know.
Do not take that as a criticism. It was unavoidable with your mind focused upon saving Rena's life. Still, the story has spread too far now. Hiding it any longer will prove to be very impractical.
I see.
Would you mind investigating the sorcery globe for us, Mr. Kenny? I know this is an awfully selfish request, but frankly, I cannot think of anyone more fitting for the task. I as well believe Alan's fit of madness has something to do with the sorcery globe. If you could save him, then perhaps you could do yet more for us.
Mr. Kenny?
All right, I'll do it.
You will?
But first, let me just remind you that I'm not the hero. Saving the world is just way beyond me, I'm afraid. But I think the sorcery globe might provide some useful information for my own personal reasons. If I can help everyone else in the process, then I figure it'd be worthwhile, you know?
Thank you very much, Mr. Kenny. We will help you out as best we can.
Thank you, but I'm not making any promises.
Could you take me with you, Mr. Kenny?
Rena!
Rena!
Oh.
You heard what the mayor just said. I want to help out as best I can.
But Rena, it's going to be dangerous.
I fully understand that, but I just know I will be of some help to you along the way. You don't know very much about this land, do you, Mr. Kenny? So you're gonna need some kind of guide in your travels. I could at least provide you with that, right?
I suppose so, yes, but... Come on, Mayor, help me out here.
That's right, Mr. Kenny. Why don't you take her along if that's what she wants?
Mayor.
I'm sure she'll be a tremendous asset on the road. Please, think it over some.
Okay, I got it. But get your mom's permission first, Rena. I'm not gonna let you come with me unless she gives the green light.
Foster mom.
Yeah, I know.
In that case, you should probably head for Cross first. That's a pretty large town, so I'm sure you'll find some leads there. Take care on your way home, Rena. It's starting to get chilly, so don't catch cold now.
Oh, I'll be all right. My house is right over there, you know. I'm not being a burden on you, am I? I know I kind of forced you into this.
No, of course not.
Listen,
Yes?
Oh, Rena, are you still here? I thought you'd be back home by now.
Have a good night.
Wow, so the mayor just ruined a perfectly good emotional bonding moment. The mayor knew what was gonna happen, so he was like, you know what, let me get
Welcome
involved
back,
real quick.
Rena.
Hi, Mom.
Can I go back outside?
Mom, listen.
What is it?
Mr. Kenny said he'll go check out the sorcery globe for us.
Oh, really?
Really, but that's not all. I was thinking about going along with him.
Rena, why would you want to do that?
I thought the journey might be too much for him to handle by himself. I mean, he doesn't know a thing about this world.
But Rena...
No. Please, Mom. I have to tell you, I know all about...
I think she was gonna tell her mom that she knows she's not her mom, her real mom. But I don't know, because the mayor came.
Pardon my intrusion so
Busted
late,
in.
my dear. Westa, could I have a word with you, please?
Certainly.
I'm gonna get some fresh air outside.
Right, so can't go in there. Can't go in there. At least these people lock their doors at night. I don't think I can't go in any building. Where am I supposed to go?
Still no dice. Guess I'm too far out of range. Damn it.
Mr. Kenny, are you having trouble sleeping?
Oh, Rena. No, I just, what are you still doing up?
Well, I told my mother I'm going and, she was pretty surprised.
I would think so. Did she say no?
She didn't say anything, but then the mayor came by.
Oh.
Listen, Mr. Kenny, there's a reason why I want to come along with you.
A reason? What do you mean?
My mom, she's not my real mother. I don't think either of them realize I know, but I overheard them discussing it a long time ago.
Oh, really? So you want to search for your real mother?
I don't know. I don't have anything to go on besides this pendant. But the fact that whoever gave birth to me cared enough to give me this pendant, I think she must have loved me, at the very least.
What about the mom you have now? West is the one that raised you. I can tell she has a lot of love and affection for you. What about her feelings?
I love her. She's the only mother I have.
Not technically.
So why all this then?
I want to know what I really am. Where was I born? Why was I in the sacred forest? Where did this power of mine come from? But more than anything else, I want to know what happened to the woman who gave birth to me. I'm not going with you because I want to leave my village. I'm going because one day, I will come back here again. It's getting late. I'm sorry I brought all this up.
I think as a kid, most of that probably went way over my head.
Good night.
Be careful out on the road.
Finally.
Of course. I'll be fine as long as Mr. Kenny is with me.
I suppose so.
Rena.
Don't worry, Mom. I promise I'll be back soon. Saying goodbye like this makes it all the better when I say hello again, right?
Yeah, you're right.
Come back soon. Okay, Rena? Thanks, Lucian. Remember to be a good boy, all right? Okay.
Go on now. Wouldn't want to keep Mr. Kenny any longer than we have to. You'd want to reserve enough time for the trip to Cross, no? It's best if you set off as soon as you can.
So the first thing to do is visit the King of Cross at the castle, right?
That's correct. He will certainly welcome you once you show him my letter of introduction. You'll be able to gather the latest information on what's going on from him.
Oh, definitely. I know the king pretty well myself.
Let's go then, Rena.
See you later, Mom.
Take care, Rena. If things get tough, you're welcome back here anytime you want. Don't forget that this is your home.
I won't forget it. Goodbye, Mom.
Best of luck to you, Mr. Kenny.
Thank you, sir.
Okay. Alright, so we are finally out of like that big, huge, long story part, so there's a couple of changes I'd like to make. First, I want them to be close together. Probably good. And they need to switch position. So I'm gonna let Rena do her thing. She'll be in charge of healing. What I'm gonna do is, for now, I'm gonna take control of Claude whenever we fight. Because I don't want to be the healer of the group. That's boring. Alright, so let me save. Okay. So I need to go to the kingdom of whatever. I need to talk to the king, and once I talk to him, we'll be able to investigate the sorcery globe. So we're gonna do that. Now, one of the things that is, I told you in the beginning of the game that you have the choice to choose Claude or Rena's story, and depending on which character you choose, there is one character that you can only recruit if you're, like, for example, I'm Rena. There's a specific character in this game that you can only recruit if you're playing Rena's story. But the way that this game works is it's not just that. There's also other characters that you can recruit. I think you can recruit up to, I don't know, I think there's 16 different characters in this game that you can recruit. Claude and Rena are obviously, the main characters. They're gonna be here no matter what. But there's others you can recruit. But you can't recruit all of them. So, for example, I'll just show you real quick. I have 8 character slots. Which means I can recruit up to 8 characters on this playthrough. If you want to see every character in the game, you'd have to play the game at least twice, which I might do, maybe. I've done it before, but I'm not worried about it. So what I'm going to do is I'm pretty much going to follow the story and do everything that I'm supposed to do up until the point that I can recruit my favorite character in this game. Honestly, it's probably not for like another hour and a half before I can recruit that person.
I didn't expect we would arrive this late.
So, we'll just do what we gotta do until I can get that person.
This place looks deserted.
There's an inn I know nearby. Let's stay there for the night and we'll visit the castle tomorrow.
So, we have reached the the castle of Cross. We're gonna stay the night and talk to the king in the morning.
Why, it's Rena! You've been quite a stranger lately.
Sorry I haven't been around, Aunt Rachel. How are things going?
Oh, as well as always, I'd say. Oh, found a new man, did you? Worrying Westa to no end, no doubt.
He's not my boyfriend!
Well, you didn't have to shout it like that.
Huh?
Oh, nothing.
Well, you're in luck. I've got a lovely vacant room just for the two of you. How about I let you stay there for the night? On the house.
Are you sure that's okay?
Oh, nothing but the best for my niece on her special night.
I told you already, it's not like that at all. I swear.
Not at all, huh?
Come to think of it, Mr. Flack paid a visit to town a couple of weeks earlier.
Diaz was here?
But he left soon afterwards. Not that he had any particular destination in mind.
I see.
Well, make yourselves comfy.
Thank you so much, Aunt Rachel.
Thank you.
You're quite welcome. Take care of Rena for me, all right?
Yes, of course. By the way, I couldn't help but wonder, who's Mr. Flack?
You mean Diaz?
She mentioned the name earlier, so I was just curious.
His full name's Diaz Flack. He used to live in Arlia like me. Something terrible happened to him, though, a long time ago, and because of that, he left the village.
I don't remember what happened.
Well, I'll try to avoid the subject then.
Thanks.
Do you mind if I make one request, though?
What is it?
You really don't have to call me Mr. Kinney. It just makes me feel weird when I call you Rena.
Oh, I forgot to change his name.
Okay, I'll remember that from now
I'm gonna
on.
change his name to a trade. They'll still call him Claude, but
Well, let's get ready for
I
bed
want
then.
him to be
It's getting late.
Trade.
Looks like it. Good night, Claude.
Good night, Rena.
Diaz.
He is, by the way, is a beast. Absolute beast. You'll get to meet him later on.
Well, how did things go?
We had a great night's sleep, Aunt Rachel. Thanks for asking.
Oh, you know that's not what I meant.
Okay, so let me change his name. Let me look at their talents. Yeah, I'm gonna change his name right now. They'll still call him Claude, but I'm changing his name for you. Right. I think we're okay. So, I will explore all of this town, all of the previous town, eventually. But again, like my main goal right now is literally to push the story until I get my favorite character. So yeah, it's gonna happen. It's just gonna take a while.
This is the front desk for the audience chamber.
This is the place. I'll write our names in for you.
Ah, I see you're here on behalf of Mayor Regis of Arlia.
Yes, sir. I'd like to have an audience as soon as possible, if I may.
Very well. If you could kindly wait until I make the arrangements.
Thank you very much.
You're welcome to look around the castle until the time comes.
That would be great. Thank you. We're in, Claude.
Alright, so I'm just gonna run around for a little bit and see what I can grab. I don't think any of this dialogue actually matters. I just need to think I need to talk to a certain number of people before the game will let me advance this. But I don't know that for sure. Yeah, there we go. So it says the turn's coming up now.
Thank you, Your Majesty.
Just remember to be careful.
Pardon me.
It is an honor, Your Majesty.
Ah, it's you, Rena. It has been a long time, hasn't it? I can hardly recognize you. You've grown to be even more beautiful than what I've heard from Regis.
I'm glad to see you in good spirits, sire.
Oh, there's no need for formalities, Rena. What can I do for you today?
Yes, sire. We have begun to conduct an investigation into the Sorcery Globe. As part of that, we were wondering if Your Majesty could give us whatever information on the globe and its properties that you currently possess.
Heavens, you're the one conducting this investigation?
Yes, sire, and we are treating the job with as much resolve and determination as it deserves.
Well, if that be the case, then it wouldn't do to hold anything back from you.
Learn about the cataclysms occurring in the world.
I don't need to remind you of all the earthquakes and volcanic eruptions that have occurred worldwide lately. However, the exact cause of this activity remains a total mystery even to us.
Have you given any thought to the idea that the Sorcery Globe is behind all this?
Well, without some kind of evidence to back up that theory, it is difficult to be 100% sure about anything.
Current state of El Kingdom.
I hear that people and monsters are fighting a pitched struggle in El Kingdom territory at present. Unfortunately, few details have been given on the scope of the battle or the number of casualties incurred as a result.
Are there any ships right now that can take us to El?
There are, but they have been strictly regulated. Wild rumors have a way of spreading quickly during wartime, needless to say.
Learn about the nature of the Sorcery Globe.
I am afraid we know very little about the machinations of the Sorcery Globe ourselves. Or rather, it would be more accurate to say we know nothing at all.
Haven't you sent a team to investigate it?
I have, but unfortunately, any hope for their return seems to have perished at this point. To sum up the current situation, despite all our best efforts, we have failed to obtain even a trace of information about the Sorcery Globe.
I see.
That's why we've decided to enlist the help of any willing adventurers in the area.
That explains all of the adventurers we saw in town.
I hardly need to remind you, Rena, that your investigation into the Sorcery Globe is an extremely dangerous endeavor. If it were up to me, I would sincerely suggest that you call off this investigation immediately.
Don't worry, I'll be all right. I have Mr. Kenny on my side here.
Oh, so you have that much faith in his strength. In any case, it looks like you could do with some better equipment.
I just realized
His Majesty has granted you a travel
the
permit,
king
along with a small
must be
parting
really,
gift.
really short. because he's not sitting on the throne, he's standing on the throne. I didn't really notice until he turned. There's a few translation differences too between the PSP version and the PS1 version. I remember the PS1 version, it wasn't called a travel permit, it was called a passport. Just something I noticed.
But Your Majesty!
Please, take it. It's a perfectly fitting payment for helping us root out the cause of this cataclysm.
Thank you so much, Your Majesty.
If you're traveling to the El Kingdom, the interim transport ship departing from Kurik would be best.
Thank you for your generous support, Your Majesty.
I hardly even opened my mouth.
It's not just you. Even I felt like I had butterflies in my stomach.
Alright, so we have talked to the king. Yeah, we talked to the king. Or do they remember anything else?
What is the meaning of this? I believe I procured this fair and square.
What the hell are you talking about, lady? You practically stole it from me!
Stole? Exactly when did I partake in something anywhere even close to stealing?
Enough of your crap! Hand it over or you're dead!
What's with that guy?
Rena?
Can I help you?
Who the hell's this little brat?
Is that how you should treat a lady? I don't think so.
What was that?
You really need to learn to be more gentle when talking to others.
What? Don't you lecture me about my damn manners, kid!
How pathetic. The only time you can act tough is when you're against someone weaker than yourself.
What? I'll kill you, you little...
Very loud and like.
If you want to pick a fight, you'd best choose your opponents more carefully. Not that I'm particularly enthralled with getting in a fight over something I didn't do.
You're gonna pay for this!
Hopefully that taught him something. I was quite surprised, really, to see someone like you step in.
Well, it was pretty obvious that he was in the wrong. But I was much more impressed by what you did. You must be really strong.
Oh, hardly. Hardly.
Oh, no need to thank me.
By the way, are you the couple who had an audience with the king earlier?
How did you know that?
I just happened to be on a tour of the castle at the time, and I overheard some guards gossiping about two people who got special permission to jump ahead in the king's schedule.
But how did you know that was us?
I wondered what made that pair so special, so I sneaked into the throne room to find out for myself.
Alrighty then.
That's, pretty impressive.
I have some information that I believe you will appreciate. Without going into too many details, I just happened to get my hands on this map from an auction that I attended not long ago. Supposedly, this map shows the way to an ancient treasure hidden inside a certain cave. Would you be interested in joining me as I explore the cave?
I don't think we have the time for a treasure hunting expedition right now.
Oh? Are you sure? You might uncover a hint or two related to your own goal. Well, would you like to come along?
So, okay, I remember this. I'm gonna show you. If I choose I'm sorry, but I think we'll pass.
Sorry, what was that? I couldn't quite hear you.
I'm sorry, but I think we'll pass.
Sorry, what was that? I couldn't quite hear you.
In other words, you can't tell her no. You can say it as many times as you want. It's just gonna say the same thing. You actually have to go with her as part of the story. So, all right, let's go.
Sounds like fun. Let's take the offer.
Ah, I knew you'd come around. My name is Celine Jules. I'm a treasure hunting enthusiast. Now then, let me show you the map one more time. See this? First, we'll set off for the Cross Cave, which lies east of Cross.
Cross Cave? You mean that natural cave? Everyone knows that place.
Indeed, it's the very one.
I would have thought that anything worth excavating in there was long gone by now.
Well, supposedly this map just recently came to light for the first time.
Wow.
Right. Let's make sure we have all the equipment we need before we depart.
I could get used to having you two around.
I've got a bad feeling about this.
Hmm? Did you say something?
No, I didn't. Let's get going.
Okay, so if I look, I can see she's actually in the party. She's also level 8, and we're both level 4. So she's actually quite a bit stronger than we are. So, go ahead and save. The cave is over to the right. So let's go to the cave.
We got enemies.
We can win this. I hope.
He's a mage.
Well, I'd say that's worth.
Ooh, great.
Alright, so Uma learned Crush. I don't know Crush is. What is Crush? Alright, so I didn't remember that, but apparently she doesn't just learn healing abilities, she has actual attack abilities, but I'm only going to use her for healing. So.
Here they come!
You ready for this?
Not too shabby.
So, I should say here, I don't know if you've noticed or not, I haven't bought any weapons or armor for any of my characters. There's a reason why. Same thing with this cave. I remember exactly where to go, so I'm going to go exactly where I'm supposed to go instead of exploring the cave.
We got enemies.
Seems like a fight is in order.
I'll tell you why after this fight.
That was
one for
an
us.
easy win.
So, the reason why I'm not going to explore the cave is because I'm going to come back once I have my favorite character. It's worth exploring with him because he's another fighter. It'll make this a lot
We
easier.
got enemies.
Seems like a fight is in order.
That's
Weaker
one
than I
for us. Whoa.
Also, as far as buying equipment goes, later in the game, I'm gonna get equipment that is better than any equipment that I could buy.
Oh no! Careful now!
So I don't want to waste it right now. This is actually kind of bad.
Heal!
I'd say that was 8 out of 10.
Ooh, great!
I'm actually surprised I remember exactly where to go after like 8-9 years, but I know what to do. I remember this pretty well too. God.
We better be careful.
Be careful.
Thunderbolt!
Okay.
That was easier than I thought. The power!
So, if you ever get to like a save point when you're in a cave, it's probably gonna be because there's a fight coming up, boss battle. But yeah, so I told you that we'll stream at least 6 to 8 from now on. It is 8 o'clock, but I'm not tired. I don't feel like, you know, stopping the stream, so we're just gonna keep going. So in this cave, I actually remember this very well. I almost pointed to the screen. So if you see the treasure chest that's all the way at the very top, if I open that chest,
here they come.
It's a boss
Seems
fight.
like a fight is in order.
I don't have to open that chest right now, so I'm not going to.
Well, I'd say that's worth
win.
10 out of 10.
Yeah, so because I didn't buy any weapons or armor before I went in this cave, if I open that chest, I'm gonna have to fight a boss, and I'm probably not gonna be able to kill him. What I'm gonna do instead is once I recruit my favorite character, I'll come back and I'll fight that boss. This is all I need to get to advance the story.
Bingo! Here it is.
This is it?
What the heck is that?
I think it's some kind of ancient text. I wonder what it says.
How sad. This is beyond my deciphering ability. I guess we have no choice but to take this back to my home and consult with the Elder.
Well, that or find a linguist. Otherwise, we've hit a dead end.
Very true.
Okay. Like I said, I'm gonna leave that last chest there. I promise you we will come back and fight the boss once I've
Seems like a
recruited,
fight is in order.
Be careful.
another fighter.
Got you.
I might be able to beat the boss now.
Well, I'd say
Easy
that's worth
win.
10 out of 10.
I don't know for sure. It's not worth it. I'd rather the other person that I recruit get the experience from that fight. So for now, we're gonna get out of this cave.
Behind us!
They're behind us! Windblade!
I'd
You
say
all
that was
right?
8 out of 10.
Excellent!
And I think I remember the way out.
We got enemies!
We can win this. I hope.
That
It's
was
all
pretty
over.
weak.
Very nice.
I don't want her to cast laser. I'm gonna turn that laser beam spell off so she can't use it. I just don't need her to.
Behind us!
They're behind us! Fire bolt!
That
Too
was easier
bad
than
for
I
you.
thought.
So one of the differences between the PSP version and the PS1 version as well is I don't know if you guys are noticing, but when I do my normal attack, I can do a 3-hit combo. In the PS1 version, there's no like
Careful now!
3-hit combo.
No!
You just do the same one basic attack over and over again. Like that right there, like 1, 2, 3. On the PlayStation version, it doesn't do that.
Well, I'd say that's worth the power.
Which actually, believe it or not, that I prefer the regular 1-hit versus the 3-hit combo. Because one of the characters that I'm going to recruit actually attack faster with just having that 1 hit. But oh, I didn't think about this moment.
We got enemies!
We can win this. I hope.
Thunderbolts! How about this? Thunderbolts!
Thanks.
Thunderbolts!
That was easier than I thought.
So I said earlier in the stream that you can only recruit up to 8 characters per game. I never thought about all 8 characters that I'm going to recruit on this playthrough.
You two have been a lot of help to me, so let me thank you both.
Oh, not at all. Our little expedition didn't turn up anything on the sorcery globe, though.
This is new. So it was the sorcery globe that you two have been fussing about.
Well, yes. That's why we were thinking about traveling to the El Kingdom. I know! How about joining us, Celine?
Rena?
I mean, having you and your symbology on our side, I figured that could really help us out.
I could certainly give it some thought.
Really?
Certainly. But I wonder if this is really what you want.
That's actually a really good question. So right here, I can tell her, yes, join us, and she will join our party. Or I can tell her, no, don't join us, and she won't join our party. Like I said, you can only have a total of 8 characters per playthrough. And depending on, the way this game works is some characters, if you recruit them, then you can't recruit the other people, even if you would have had space for them. So I don't really know if I want her to be on this playthrough. I mean, I don't know if I'm going to actually play Claude's story on stream, if I'm ever going to play it or not. To be honest, I don't need her, but I can't think of any reason not to have her. Claude's playthrough would definitely be a lot harder because the characters that I'm going to recruit on this playthrough are all, the best characters that I think are in the game. But you know what? I'll just add her. Yeah, we'll bring her with us. So we'll have 3 people.
Of course! We'd love to have you along.
Well, in that case, I think I will take you up on the offer.
Wonderful! Aren't you glad, Claude?
Yeah, I guess.
Looks like he's not even happy about it.
Well, how about we return to our original plan then? We'll need to head to Kurik.
Okay. So, what's gonna end up happening, I can tell you now. You can have up to 4 people, fighting all at the same time. In my opinion, what I like to do is I like to have 3 fighters and then 1 mage. I don't even need... 3 fighters and 1 healer. I don't actually ever use a mage, because the mage is useless to me. Celine Dion. I could change her name.
Enemies.
Well,
Seems like a fight is in order.
I can change her first name. I can't change her last name. For sure, we can just keep her as Selena.
Well, I'd say that's worth 10 out of 10.
Personally, I really don't like her though. So I still haven't bought any armor or anything for my characters. So they still have like next to nothing on. So really, really weak armor. They're gonna have weak armor until probably another 30-45 minutes. And maybe I'll start buying armor for them.
The
Right
enemy,
now, I
is
don't
it?
need to.
We can win this. I hope. Well, I'd say that's worth 10 out of 10.
We're almost at the next town. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and save here. I remember this town, and I think I remember exactly what I need to do, but I want to run around and I want to check every building just to make sure there's no chests or anything that I can grab, like that right there. So what we're supposed to be doing in this town is we're supposed to go and get on the boat to get to the Kingdom of El, which is where the meteorite fell. Reason why there's monsters everywhere.
You getting on? I'll need to see a permit, please.
Do you mean this?
Well, I'll be damned. You actually got a real travel permit.
Well, naturally. We received it from the king himself.
Wow, I would have never guessed from the way you look.
Oh, this captain's kind of a douchebag.
So when is this ship departing?
We'll be shoving off whenever they finish loading the cargo.
Oh, not too long then.
I can't be too sure of that. Tell you what, we'll wait up for you. So why don't you come back later? You know, poke around town a bit.
Okay.
Alright, so what I need to do, I think, is talk to these kids. Sailor guy's mad that a couple of kids are just playing around.
We have some free time before they depart. How about we have a seat on that bench and get some rest?
Why I hate kids. No manners, no nothing. Just ran the poor lady
He just
over
came out
and-
of nowhere. Are you all right, Rena?
Yeah, I'm fine.
That was really rude of him. He could have at least apologized.
Kids don't apologize.
Huh?
Dum dum dum.
What's wrong, Rena?
I can't find my wallet anywhere.
What?
Are you serious?
That kid must have stolen it.
If that kid was behind it, we will definitely need to teach him a lesson.
We need to find that kid first. What did he look like again?
He was pretty small, and I think he had blue hair.
That sounds about right to me.
All right, let's have a look around town.
Okay, so you could spend a long time looking for him, but I know what to do. You go talk to these kids, and they tell you that he's by the bar. Then you go by the bar and he'll be there. So if you don't talk to those kids first, the other kid will never appear in this area.
Ha! Finally got you.
What are you doing? Let me go!
How about you giving us back the wallet you stole first?
What are you talking about? I didn't steal no wallet.
Really now? You better not be lying.
Claude. It's okay if you don't know what we're talking about, but if you do know something about it, it would be really nice of you if you can tell us, okay? You know, if we don't have any money, then we'll be stuck here and we won't be able to continue our journey. You haven't seen any wallets lying around on the ground or anything, have you?
Whoa, you're traveling? But you didn't have enough money in your...
Busted.
So it was you.
Don't scare him like that, Claude. Listen, we aren't angry at you, okay? Just tell us what you were gonna do with the money. Was there something you wanted to buy?
I can get anything I want already.
So why then?
I just wanted to play a trick on you.
Huh?
What a little asshole.
I'm not some sheltered rich kid, okay? I'm a big macho sailor and I can do anything I want. Guess I showed you, didn't I?
So that's why you stole the wallet?
Nobody ever wants to play with me. They think I'm too rich and stuck up to be with them.
Oh, brother.
Well, now I understand.
So, what are we going to do with this boy?
How about we get our wallet back for starters?
Here. I'm sorry.
Now, what next? I know. Why don't you guide us around Kuruk until our ship departs? I promise we won't tell on you.
Huh?
We're new in town, so we'd like someone who knows this place well to show us around. You know what I mean?
Good idea, Claude.
Need I remind you about sparing the rod?
So you want me to be your tour guide?
Could you?
Sure, I'll do it. It sounds like fun.
My name's Rena. What's yours?
Kettle.
Kettle.
And my name is Celine.
Celine Dion.
And I'm Claude. Good to meet you.
All right, off we go then.
You got it. Leave it to me.
Okay, so instead of beating up the little kid, now he's gonna be our tour guide. Alright, so that was little Kettle's house, and we met his mother, who is kind of a douchebag herself.
Did you feel that?
Me? Not really.
I remember.
Oh, right. Hey, lady.
What is it, Kettle?
They call this place Fountain Square. Bet you didn't know that.
Of course I knew that.
Oh, well, listen to this. Fountain Square is the busiest part of town. They've got a restaurant, a clothing store, and all kinds of other shops, too.
Wow, how nice. Do you play with your friends here, Kettle?
Well, anyway, that's Fountain Square. Let's go hit up some of those shops.
Kettle!
Okay.
Hey kids, would you mind playing with Kettle for a while?
Kettle? Oh, man.
I really hate that name. Kettle? Ugh.
I don't want to play with some rich kid.
Oh, come on, that's no reason to say no.
But that's what my mom told me. She said, don't play with that rich kid. My mommy said the same thing, too. But what does being rich have to do with who you play with?
Kettle's been wanting to play with all of you for a long time. Don't you think that's what's important?
Kettle? You really want to play with us?
Yeah, I do.
Then let's be friends. I always wanted to play with you, too.
I was kind of wondering what you were like too, Kettle.
Well, great. Come on, Kettle. Go have some fun with them.
You're saying that all rich people have weird names?
But what about you guys?
I don't know,
Don't worry about us.
I
We've
don't know
got to
any
catch
poor
a ship to
people
get
that
on with
have
our
the name
journey.
Kettle. Kettle is a really, really weird name.
Thanks.
Kettle, over here!
Even for like a video game character, Kettle is still a terrible name.
Haha, yeah!
It's nice seeing children play together, isn't it?
I didn't realize you had a gentle side to you, Claude.
Sounded more like a pedal side to me, but whatever.
Actually, I'm more than a little surprised myself.
Anyway, we'd better get back to the business at hand.
Shall we get going?
Hey, you again. I think we're about to shove off.
Elder Kettle.
Oh, really?
Yep, sorry to keep you waiting. I got one more piece of cargo to load up, so if you got anything to buy or check up on one last time, go do it now.
All right.
So there really isn't anything that I need to buy. Rather just get on the boat, but the game won't let me. So
Did you feel that?
So I remember on the PS1.
There it is again.
This part, the game used to crash all the time. I have a seizure just looking at this.
We better find higher ground.
Honey! Honey! Ah!
This is how little kids get headaches. Watching parts like this. Ugh.
Oh, man.
Yeah, that was yeah, I mean for PS1 graphics that wasn't that bad because that video and this video was actually in the original game. That's not bad for PS1. So first it was a giant earthquake, and then the entire city just got completely leveled underwater.
Oh, thank heavens you're safe, Captain.
Yeah, nothing short of a miracle, actually.
Oof,
But my crew's
exactly.
gone. Save for
Oof.
that guy over there.
Wow. I hate when people say
That was quite a shock, I have to say. That bizarre wind and then that horrible rumbling.
Like when they say, you know, such and such and such and such, save for such and such and such. I hate when people say that. It probably is grammatically correct. I just hate the way it sounds. Ugh.
So what are you gonna do now?
A whole lot of people.
A
just
whole
died.
lot of nothing is what I'm gonna do. Can't do much without a ship. Let me give you a word of advice, though. You know I'm not the only way to get to L, right?
You're not?
Nope. First off, let me give you your royal travel permit back. Now take that permit with you to the Liqueur continent. If you ask the king over there nicely, I bet he can arrange for a ship to take you to L.
Liqueur.
Kind of out of your way, I know. But if you ask me, that's your best bet. You'll need to go through Harley first, though. That's a port city on the eastern edge of Cross.
I don't remember Harley.
To Harley first, then.
You'll know you're going the right way if you see a village called Mars. Korik's kind of out of the picture right now, so Mars is going to be the best place to stock up and get a good night's sleep before the voyage.
I remember Mars, but I don't remember
Mars.
Harley.
Okay.
You still seriously want to go to L after all this? You guys must be crazy.
Little boy survived.
Kettle, you're all right.
Hey, lady!
Hey, lady.
Where are your friends?
I could only find one of them.
Damn.
Oh.
Man, just made friends and one of them
What about
died.
your mother?
Like,
Is she safe?
he made friends, and then not even 2-3 minutes later, one of them just got killed in an earthquake. That's pretty deep.
The lady of the house was out of town when the earthquake struck. She should be fine.
That's good to hear.
Hey, lady!
Yes?
I'm glad you're okay, too.
Well, thank you.
So, an entire town, the entire town, a bunch of kids, including his friend, literally just died. And I mean, people are a little bit shook up, they're a little bit confused, but overall, they don't seem that bad. Look at that. Look at that. That's what the city looks like now. Wow. In fact, if we go back, like, you can only go to like that top part because, you know, the whole city's gone. But everybody's like, it sucks, but, you know, at least a couple people are alive. Wow. So I was supposed to sleep at the inn before all of that happened, but there is no inn now because the inn got destroyed. So I gotta go to this next town. I should be okay, but my magic user, he doesn't have a lot of mana. So wait, is it called mana in this game? MP.
Here they come.
Magic points.
You ready for this?
I'll be okay. I don't really need her anyway. It's not casting no magic, so.
How about
There we go.
That was easier than I thought.
You know what? I think because she doesn't have any magic, can I make her just fight like a normal fighter? Attack with your weapon. Yeah. I mean, she's probably weak and her weapon's probably going to do no damage, but she doesn't have any magic points to use her spells, so might as well have her do something, right?
We got enemies.
Seems like a fight is in order.
I'm gonna let her hit that. Not bad. I mean, she's not bad.
Well, I'd say that's worth 10 out of
That
10.
was a really weak enemy, but I mean, she still hit it for quite a bit of damage. So we're almost at the town. The town should be right up here. There it is. So this is the town of Mars. Can't remember. I'm about to say I can't remember what the story part is here. Been a long time.
Celine!
Celine's mother.
Mother, what is going on here?
Is this your mother, Celine?
Yes, I grew up in this village.
Huh. I didn't know Celine was born in Mars.
Have a seat, though, as we were just about to begin.
We are facing the greatest crisis in the history of Mars.
I love this song. This song, if you know me, you know, like, I have an MP3 player and I got hundreds of random songs. This song is one of the first songs that I had gotten from this soundtrack. I could just listen to it for hours.
Elder, we are still unaware of the events that led up to this situation. Could you kindly fill us in?
Please, allow me to explain.
Yes, Father.
Sometime last evening, every child in the village simply vanished, as if they were rubbed out of existence. As we scrambled to form a search party, this man here came back from the Forest of Symbols with a disturbing message.
I was by myself in the forest at the time, practicing my symbology. Then all of a sudden, a bandit appeared before me. I steeled myself for battle, but he simply stood there and told me this before he disappeared into the woods. Our boss has your children. If you want them back, bring us 500,000 foal and the secret book.
A lot of money.
What's this secret book he's talking about?
We cannot reveal specifics, but it is a book that describes the unique form of symbology passed down through the generations in this village.
When we heard the story, we were all at a loss as to what to do. Not only did we learn that our children were kidnapped, but that bandits were encroaching on the Forest of Symbols.
The forest has been protected for ages by holy symbols etched into the land itself, repulsing the wicked and evil-hearted. If they have broken through that barrier, then we must face a dire reality. Our enemy is more powerful than any that has come before.
But the children, are they safe?
According to a second messenger, the children are being held by the bandits deep inside the forest. He said that until we fulfill their demands, they'll stay exactly where they are. We don't know anything else about the children.
The Forest of Symbols is a special training ground for us symbologists. Furthermore, its landscape and terrain make it a natural fortress difficult to penetrate.
If it were simply a pack of bandits we were dealing with, it would take no more than a small team to dispatch them.
But the lives of our children are at stake. We can ill afford to make any rash moves. They may be simple bandits, but they have proven at least strong enough to break the barrier protecting the Forest of Symbols. Their defeat would mean nothing if the children were to be caught in the carnage.
It seems like there's nothing much we can do.
We haven't been sitting here simply twiddling our thumbs. One of our search team has already discovered the location of the bandit hideout. With that information in hand, all we need now is a way to rescue the children.
Oh, so you're set then?
We are. But as I mentioned earlier, we fear that to act by ourselves would prove to be insufficient. Fate has brought us a master swordsman. We thought we could ask him to join us in our rescue effort.
Diaz?
Rena?
You know this man, Rena?
Yes, we come from the same village. Is this the swordsman you're talking about?
This guy Diaz, by the way, he is certified badass, in my opinion.
That he is. There are few fighting men in this world who haven't heard the name Diaz Flack.
You have nothing to worry about then. Diaz is the strongest swordsman in the world. He could kill the whole group by himself.
So has Diaz agreed to your request, Father?
He accepted the job. Said it would be a good warm-up for the Liqueur Armory contest. But there is one snag.
I'm firmly against it. We know nothing of this stranger. I would rather we storm the forest ourselves than rely on the whims of outsiders.
Yeah, I absolutely love this game. This game is one of my favorites of all time. Honestly, just from the looks of it, like it kind of reminds me of Octopath Traveler. Like if I had a Nintendo Switch, I'd buy that game just because it just kind of reminds me of this one a little bit. But yeah, oh my god, I love this game. It's classic.
Oh no, you can totally trust Diaz. I know him really well. He's an honest man, and as a fighter, no one can even come close.
I'd prefer to have someone more experienced than you to speak on his behalf, young lady.
This is our village's problem, it's true. Perhaps it is irresponsible of us to throw it on the shoulders of a passing swordsman.
Yeah, this game is amazing.
In that case, Father, I have the perfect solution to our problem.
Definitely one of my
Would
top
it be
three,
alright if we defeated
like,
the bandits for you?
of all time RPGs.
Celine, are you sure?
Of course. It would be the perfect opportunity to display the fruits of my training.
I don't care either way, but if you're kicking me off the team, I'm out of here. Don't come whining to me if that loudmouth girl screws everything up, got it?
Shower curtain. I like that.
Of all the rude things to say.
So, Diaz Flack, I like him. He's a great character. Actually used him for most of the time that I was playing the game. But personally, I
Don't you think
prefer
you're being the rude one here?
I
Barging
prefer
into the
his-
middle of things and disrupting all of our
old
plans?
voice.
I'm done here. If you need me, I'll be back at the inn.
Like, I mean, he sounds okay in this game, but in the PS1 version, he had like this super deep voice, and I don't know. He just seemed more like a badass in the older one.
It's been too long, Rena. I hardly recognized you.
Me too.
They all walk kind of funny when I look at them.
Father, are you seriously going to leave everything to that rogue? We could rend that pathetic rabble of bandits to shreds by ourselves, and you know it.
I know how you feel, Celine, but...
Rena.
Oh, by the way, I changed the name of Rena to Puma, and I changed the name of Claude to Atreyu. But because it's the PSP version, and it has voiceovers, they'll still say the actual name.
What is it, Rena?
I have a message from the Elder. He still wants you to rescue the children.
Is that all he had to say?
Yeah. I think,
Listen,
so if I remember correctly,
I want you to fight along with the rest of us, alright?
Diaz is 35?
What?
Diaz,
Are they all down on their knees begging for me?
Like, I don't think he has a bad voice here. I just don't, doesn't sound like that deep 35. Well, technically, I guess he sounded a little older. in
I'm
the
going to
PS1
talk to
version.
Diaz.
Rena!
What are you so surprised about? She already said they're from the same village, did she not?
Yeah, but
We haven't seen each other in 2 years.
There's more to it than that, isn't there?
Huh?
All you want to do is just talk to Diaz?
I'm not sure.
Well, I
how
think so.
old
I
Rena
mean,
is.
we've got a lot to talk about.
I have not seen it.
Diaz,
In
I
fact,
want
I've
you to
never even heard of
understand.
that.
I know you're a world-class swordsman, but
If you already know that, then you also know there's no reason for us to fight
I'll
together.
definitely look it up though.
why do you have to be so averse to other people? If you think that makes you strong, you're wrong. The only thing shunning other people proves is that you're too scared to accept anyone.
You see me for the first time in years, and you think it's the perfect time to start lecturing me? You've
It's
gotten
a
a lot
mobile game.
brattier than I remember you, Rena.
I'm not the child I used to be,
That's pretty
Diaz.
cool though. I mean, if their character models are in there, I might have to check it out. I mean, I'm not big on mobile games, but you
It's
know,
only been 2 years, you know.
if they're in there, the fact that it's a mobile game, I can deal with that.
Well, since it's my sister begging me, I guess I might as well do her a favor at the very least.
They, if I remember correctly, they came out with like a sequel to this game. It was
But if those other guys wind up getting in my way,
Star
I'm just
Ocean-
going to pretend they don't exist
I think it was
and get
Star
on with
Ocean
it by myself.
Sphere.
Thanks.
And it you know what?
Cecile says thanks too.
I will click on that link after the stream. Only reason why is because the PSP emulator that I'm using, if I actually click off of it, it's gonna freeze everything for 10 seconds.
Wish I could
It
hear
kind of
her.
goes a little ballistic.
Heaven's kind of
So I'll
far
definitely
away.
check it out though. Okay, so I can move around again. So I don't think I can save, but oh yeah, I can't save yet.
You're late. Did that man do something to you?
Listen, I'm sorry to spring this on you, but I want to have Diaz join our group.
I'm really curious how old Rena is. So Diaz is 35. Rena
What are you
is
talking about?
Probably like
I
16,
asked Diaz, and he
17.
promised me that he would fight alongside us.
Well, it only makes
I
sense
think-
that
I
he'd
think I
listen
can
to the
find
cute
out.
girl
I think
next
I can look
door
at the
instead of
status.
everyone else.
Curious.
That wasn't the issue here. I'm telling you, he's a first-class swordsman. He'd be a huge asset to us out there.
What do you think, Claude?
he said he could do it all by himself. What's the point of having him along then?
Claude sounding a little jealous.
How could you say something like that?
Well, it's true, isn't it? Besides, do we really even need him?
Huh. Well, I guess I'm going with Diaz then.
Rena.
Yeah,
Maybe you
I'm
don't
pretty
need
sure
him,
she
Claude,
is, like,
but I do.
Most of these games, I think the main characters are probably about 17, 18.
Judging by your face, I suppose it didn't go very well.
You aren't even looking at me.
I don't have to.
It's interesting to see that his hair is blue too. Because I thought, by his character model, I thought his hair would have been white. But I guess he's a little bit younger, maybe? I don't know.
Anyway, I've decided to go along with you instead.
You? Miss Rena Lanford?
I promise I won't drag you down. After all, I have this healing power.
Even if I said no at this point, I doubt you'd listen to me. Guess I might as well give up and say yes now instead of making you follow me around like a puppy dog.
Thank you.
That doesn't sound very enthusiastic.
I was kind of saying sorry at the same time.
Well, if you're coming along, you better get some sleep. That and make sure you have all the supplies you need. We'll be setting off tomorrow.
All right. I'll go get everything in order.
So, up until this point, I haven't bought any weapons, any armor, and I'm still not going to buy any weapons or armor. Because there's no reason to. First of all, Deus is strong as shit, so he doesn't need any armor. And then what I'm going to do is right after this scenario, the whole situation here, I'm actually going to take his armor off.
We're behind schedule. Let's go.
But everyone's still asleep.
You want to be on the road the same time they are?
Oh god, he's such a badass.
That's not the point, Deus.
The bandits will be off their guard if we attack them now.
I know, Deus.
He's an asshole, but he's a badass too. And I like that.
The Elder gave me these mud shoes yesterday. Said something about needing them to cross the swamps in the forest.
So, does the fact that you're giving them to me mean you've accepted me as a partner?
Whatever.
Hey, remember that time you gave me a tiara made of grass? I just thought of that a little while ago.
The sugar daddy.
Let's get moving.
I don't know. I think I can. Okay. Let me look at the status. Okay, you know what? So it doesn't say how old they are here. I have the PS1 book somewhere. Like the original it said their age in the book. I have to find it. But yeah, so I mean look at this. He's level 35. I can tell you right now I will be playing as Diaz. This is a freaking beast. And Chaos Sword and Air Slash is all I need.
This is the forest, right?
Whoa, you're going in right now?
I want to finish this fast.
Okay, man. Good luck.
We're almost there. Brace yourself.
Right.
So, I love Diaz. I can't wait till I can actually recruit him to the party and make him part of my team. But he's not my favorite character in the game. After this whole scenario finishes, I'm going to recruit my favorite character, and I can't wait. Yeah, but Diaz is definitely in my main party. By 4 people,
the hell are you?
He's one of them.
Don't waste our time. Get out of our way and leave the forest.
You expect us to listen to that crap?
Where are the children?
I see. Coming here to play the hero to take us down, huh?
Call it what you want. Either way, I'm not interested in dealing with grunts like you.
Well, let's just see about that.
His name's gonna be Leon. No. Leon, there is a character in this game named Leon, but it's not him.
Chaos Sword! Chaos Sword!
Look at that,
Chaos
look at that.
Sword! Air slash.
Just a certified badass. So, interesting, Opera.
That was a waste of time.
So,
Excellent.
Opera, you know what? I know she's a really
Those
good
guys
character.
were quite a handful.
I heard she's really good,
You think so?
but
Why
I
don't you
didn't
run
actually
home
like
then.
her.
That's not what I'm saying. I was just wondering if Claude and Celine will have any problems.
So on this playthrough, I'm actually not going to get her.
I don't see any reason for us to worry about that.
I think if I play Claude's story, I'll probably get her as well. This is true. This is true. What I typically do, at least what I did, 8-9 years ago.
Oh, great. They just had to change out the guards right now, didn't they?
I would play him. I'd
Wait a minute. It's you guys.
The other characters do their own thing. I would just play
You're
him.
a bunch of weaklings too, right?
And I would max
Get out of
out
our faces and save us a lot of pain and heartbreak.
I would max out Chaos Sword and Air Slash, and that was pretty much it. That was all we needed.
Pay for that, you. Mere pawns.
Don't underestimate them.
So what I wanted to show, but I killed him too quick, is on the on the PSP version, you can do 3-hit combos. So you can do like that. I didn't do it right.
That was an easy win.
But yeah, so on the PlayStation they can only hit once, but on the PSP version they can do actually 3 hits.
You didn't have to rile them up like that,
E
Diaz.
Street Gaming, thank you for the host, man. I appreciate it. And welcome
I'm
everybody.
just stating
to
the
stream.
obvious. They got angry because I nailed it on the head.
Definitely one of the best. Yeah,
You look like you've got something
I love
to
this
say.
game. It's one of my favorite RPGs of all time. And oh, I forgot to put on the shoes. Just so you guys know, this is the PSP
We
version.
can't walk through this swamp.
You haven't forgotten, have you? The Elder gave us mud shoes for just this occasion.
You're right. Better put them on.
Yep, I am playing the PSP version. So, I've beaten both versions of the game. And personally, I actually prefer the PS1 version. But I'm doing the PSP version because it looks better, because it has voiceovers, because it has cutscenes. Yeah, the PSP version it's honestly superior.
Mere pawns.
Here goes.
Air slash. Chaos sword. Chaos sword. Chaos sword. Chaos sword.
What
That
a
was
waste
an
of
easy
time.
win.
Oh my god, dude. Diaz is just such a badass, man. Like, Puma, or Rena, he's level 10. Diaz is 35, and nobody can touch him.
Oops, look out!
How annoying.
Yeah, so,
Chaos sword.
I'll
Chaos sword.
tell you in just a
Chaos sword.
second.
Chaos sword. Chaos sword. Air slash. Chaos sword. Chaos sword. Chaos sword.
That was a waste.
Excellent!
So, on the PS1 version, I mean, there were still voiceovers, like, in the actual fights, but, there weren't voiceovers for parts like this that's coming up right
Think
here.
we're not on to you, you bastards?
Guess you don't care what happens to the kids then.
The more you people blather on, the more obvious it is how useless you are in a fight.
Yeah, so I will recruit him.
Afraid your luck's just run out.
But I'm nowhere near
Prepare
there yet.
to
I still got quite a
die.
ways to go.
Oops, look out!
This'll be over in 10 seconds.
Chaos sword. Chaos sword. Chaos sword. Chaos sword. Chaos sword. Chaos sword.
What
It's
a
all
waste of
over.
time.
Interesting. I didn't know that. I actually haven't used any skill points
I need to heal you, Diaz.
for any of the characters
Don't need
yet.
it.
I wonder if Claude and Celine are all right.
I did read
If you're that
somewhere
worried, why don't you go join them?
about the PS,
I'm not worried.
the PS1 version.
It's not any of my business what they do.
How, like, you can kind of mess up his stats if you put points into things early because it like resets afterwards. Who do you have for characters right now? So the only 3 people that are actually on the team is Claude, Rena, and Celine. At this point in the game, those are the only 3 people that you can.
Oops! Look out!
This'll be over in 10 seconds.
Air slash! 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 Air slash!
Yeah. So
That was an easy.
at this point in the game, it's only 3 characters that you can recruit. Have I planned out who I want? Sort of. So I can tell you for sure that Diaz will eventually be on my team. Personally, my favorite character in all of Star Ocean is Ashton, so we're definitely going to get Ashton. The team that I'm going to play with will be Claude, Rena, Deus, and Ashton, but I'm not sure about the other 4.
Nice work.
Careful now!
I have Celine, so it's really only going to be 3 other people.
That was a waste of time.
I think if I played the game again, like if I beat it with Rena and I decide to play Claude's story, I'm not sure what team I would play with, but
mere pawns.
Oops! Look out!
I don't know.
Chaos sword! Chaos sword! Chaos sword! Chaos sword! Chaos sword!
Probably not use all that in.
This is it!
Rena, Claude, Deus, and Bowman. I think that's a pretty good
It's
team.
all over.
So a long time ago, when I did Claude's story, Bowman was one of the main characters that I played with. I can't remember what I did last time.
Mere pawns.
Don't underestimate them.
I really want to kill her first.
This is it!
Is
Weaker than
that
I
all?
thought. Ooh, great!
Yeah,
Help me! You're from Mars, right?
I remember
Yeah?
very well how to get Ashton. I don't really remember how to get Opera or Ernest. But since I can't get them in this playthrough anyway because I'm getting Ash, not a big deal.
Oops! Look out!
This'll be over in 10 seconds.
Is that it? Just one guy?
This is it!
I missed. What?
It's
That
all
was a
over.
waste of time.
Yeah, so when I played Claude's story, I think it was Claude, Rena, Bowman.
So you escaped from the bad guys who caught you?
Probably Ernest was a team I used.
Yeah?
But
Could you show us where
I heard
everyone
that
else
Opera's
is?
really good. I just never
Are you
played
gonna
with
rescue
her.
them?
Yep, that's my job.
Thanks, you guys.
I think if you take Selena,
I told you, it's just my job.
it's been a while. I'm not sure.
Still,
So
thanks.
I know
My name's Cecile.
if you
Cecile?
if you get Ashton, you can't get Opera and Ernest. I know that for sure.
Is that really your name?
I'm not
Cecile?
sure about Celine though. I think you can get her either way.
Just a coincidence.
But I don't know
She
for
doesn't
sure.
look anything like my sister.
Come on, this way.
So I plan on getting Ashton and doing. He has a long side story.
They're inside. Here.
After you get him, that you can do. That's optional, and I'm totally gonna do it.
Wow, it isn't even guarded. We're in luck.
I actually think it's pretty interesting side story.
Something's not right with this. Where's the security here? We ran into a few bandits, but I'd have a lot more guards around if I were trying to hold a bunch of kids hostage.
Got you. Yeah, okay.
So what does this mean?
Think about it. Don't you think this whole kidnapping thing is just a big charade?
What are you getting at?
So then what I'll probably do this playthrough.
I'm saying that they kidnapped these kids for some other reason.
I'll probably get Priestess as well.
Bingo.
Even though I won't use her. And I'll say Bowman for if
So
I
you finally sniffed
play
us
Claude's
out.
story again.
Too bad you're deep in the heart of the forest. It's too late for you to turn back now.
The village.
The children are just a bonus to us. They'll be more than worth the trouble once we put them up for sale.
What's going on here, Diaz?
They kidnapped the kids to lure us out of the village. Now they're gonna strike town, wear out the symbologist, and steal all their treasure.
The symbologist is a very rich man, but he's a tougher nut to crack than you'd think. No wonder the boss had so much trouble.
So you aren't the leader?
As if I need to tell you anything. You're gonna die right here. This conversation is over.
Oops, look out!
How annoying.
Alright, man. I appreciate you tuning in and getting my ass kicked. Okay, she died. I mean, don't get me wrong, Diaz is badass, so I'm still not worried about it, but I would have preferred if she didn't die. Oh my god, I'm out of man. Okay, 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 okay. Alright, I appreciate it. Take care. I have one elixir. I'll go ahead and bring her back to life.
Air flash! Air flash! Chaos sword!
Onward. Good.
So I'm not gonna say I was.
Excellent.
I was maybe just a little bit nervous. I might lose that match, but it's Diaz. I'm not gonna lose. Of course not. Rena, on the other hand, she got touched once and just died. I haven't bought any armor.
Well, let's get the kids out of here.
I'm not surprised. Okay, so can I move? Okay, so right now I'm going to take all of his armor, all of his weapons, because he has really, really good equipment, and all of that equipment is going to go to Claude, since I can't use Diaz for a long time, so we're good. And after this, I can recruit my favorite character, Ashley.
I'm just glad everyone's all right.
This isn't over yet, though. We don't know what's happening back in the village.
That's what Claude's there for.
Assuming they didn't get themselves killed on the way.
Bot's just as strong as you, Diaz, when he puts his mind to it.
Not really. Diaz is way stronger.
I'd like to see that with my own eyes, then.
Well, you better hurry back.
Check one last time.
Claude!
Rena!
What is that?
The symbologist that was at the Elder's house. The real him, that is.
That was the bandit's boss, wasn't it?
What are you doing here, Rena?
We just rescued the children from the house they were being held in.
Really?
You took this guy by yourself?
That's right. With some help from Celine, of course.
I see. Rena wasn't lying after all.
What do you mean?
The day we cross swords may not be so far away. I look forward to it. I apologize for my rudeness earlier. You probably wouldn't be a drag on me after all.
Such a badass.
What's he talking about, Rena?
Diaz.
Time is of the essence. We must return to the village.
Yeah.
Robbie, Celine.
My dear.
Father.
Oh, thank goodness.
Oh, thank you, Rena.
I'll leave you all alone for now.
Okay.
Igris has regained consciousness.
Oh, has he?
I think he'll be fine once he gets some rest.
Well then, I'll go see how he's doing.
So that symbologist was the real culprit all along.
There was no way for us to know, since he disguised himself as one of the victims.
I'm really impressed, though. You defeated the bandit boss all by yourself.
Not by myself. Celine was the key to the whole thing.
Even so, Diaz was really impressed.
I'm sure his skills are still way beyond anything I have. That's the impression I get, anyway.
Claude?
It's easy to lash out against someone, but it's hard to accept them as an equal. If he was praising me, even just a little, that just means he's that much better than I am with the sword.
In this case, this is true.
I think I'm starting to understand what you see in him, Rena.
Why do you have to be that way, Claude? Diaz is like the big brother I never had. You're getting the wrong idea, and I don't like it.
Oh, really?
We're here right now because we're investigating the sorcery globe, right? You haven't forgotten, have you?
Rena.
What?
That stone that Alan had with him. Never mind. I hope you find your mother.
That was really random. Okay.
Thank you.
Okay, so... Alright, let's go get my favorite character, Ashton.
Hold it!
Or not. Oh, we totally did forget about her, didn't we?
Celine!
I wish you wouldn't just leave me here.
But what about Igris?
Oh, my father? He's fine. I must say, your healing spell is really something, Rena.
I just did what I could.
Well, we need to get going. The sun's about ready to set.
Why don't you stay over for the night? I need to repay you two for all that you've done.
Are you sure it's okay?
Oh, come on. Are you forgetting that you two are the heroes of the day?
Heroes, huh?
Of course. To whom are we going to express our gratitude if you two just run off like this?
Diaz didn't say where he was going, did he?
I think you'll find him soon enough. He may not like dealing with others, but he causes chaos everywhere he goes, regardless.
True.
Now then, you two are going back to my place. Come on, come on!
That was delicious, thank you.
Oh, not at all. I'm just happy you enjoyed it.
Are you feeling all right?
Fit as a fiddle, and it's all thanks to Rena. By the way, I hear you're on your way to Harley.
Yes, sir. We're going to travel across the sea to Licour, then find a way from there to the land of El.
The land of El?
Is there a problem?
I heard where you're going over dinner. You're after the sorcery globe, aren't you?
Yes. Could I ask you for your thoughts on the sorcery globe, Igris?
This is just my personal opinion, but I believe it might be some form of energy entity.
Energy entity?
Yes. And if that were the case, then perhaps whatever energy it's emitting is affecting all the animals in the area and turning them into monsters.
Does energy work like that?
Well, it's just one of many possibilities.
Do you have any other thoughts?
I suppose the easiest explanation is that it's simply a normal meteorite. But that doesn't really explain all the phenomena we've had in the ensuing weeks. Are you sure you want to proceed into El immediately after landing on Licour? I'm not so sure that's a good idea.
Well, this guy
What do you mean, Father?
beat up by a bunch of bandits, so don't really want to take his advice.
Why wouldn't it be?
You're working on far too little information right now. My suggestion would be to gather more intelligence in Licour before traveling to El. There's a fine line between courage and recklessness. Do you understand?
I mean, I'm not
I
saying
understand.
his advice is
That sounds like a
bad,
good
but-
idea to me.
Well, you're leaving early tomorrow, right? Best get to bed soon.
Thank you for seeing us off like this.
You have been a great help to me. Accompanying you to the village outskirts is the least I can do.
Well, it's time to get going.
Take care of yourselves on the road.
If El looks too dangerous, I don't want you to risk your lives.
There's nothing to worry about, Mother. Besides, I have Rena and Claude with me.
Then we shall place our faith in them.
Where should we head first after landing on Licour?
Licour Kingdom should be your first stop, I suppose. It's the biggest country on the continent. You'll be able to find all the latest information, not to mention a wider selection of weapons.
Although that is true, we're not going to be doing that.
I was
for a
thinking
while.
about going to Linga to decipher the book that the Elder had trouble comprehending.
Not going to do that for a while either.
Linga?
A town in Licour. It's famous for its wealth of scholars.
Linga is on the southern tip of Licour. If I were you, however, I'd head for Liqueur Castle first.
Well, thanks for all your help.
It's time to hit the road. We're not blessed with time.
Shall we set off for Liqueur then?
Nope. Okay, so now we are going to recruit my favorite character in the game, Ashton Anchors. So let me save. Okay. They don't really need to all be together like that. Okay. Okay. So now he's getting all of Diaz's equipment. Look at that. So much better now. Okay. So even though he's only level 7, that's actually really bad. Jesus. Okay. Even though he's only level 7, he'll be okay. Because he has Diaz's equipment. So we're gonna recruit Ashton. Now, to recruit Ashton, first we have to go to the town of Harley. So Harley's actually right over here. So let's go here. Almost made it.
Here they come!
We better be careful.
Wow, I actually did a lot of damage.
Got you!
Oh, she did it again. Well.
I'd say that was
Finally
8 out of
over.
10.
Okay. So I don't think I have to do a private event. I think I can just walk in there. So I have to talk to these two.
Have you heard about the twin-headed dragon making the rounds in Selva? Spooky.
In Salva?
Ah, yes, the dragon in Salva. I've been hearing reports of dragon sightings for a while now, but I guess it's not just a rumor.
Great. First Alan and now this?
Alan? Who would that be?
Do you know any more about this dragon?
Well, apparently they're trying to find someone to slay the monster for them. Of course, that announcement made about 1 million people head for Salva, so the problem might already have been solved by now.
I'm kind of curious about this.
That's true, Expelsor. That is true.
Well, either way, you won't find me going near the Salva mines anytime soon. Besides, you guys wouldn't stand a chance against a dragon. I tell you, if I were 10 years younger, that dragon would have been toast by now.
So when I played this game a long time ago, I don't remember a whole lot of what I did. I know there's an extra dungeon I didn't ever go to. There's a hidden boss I never fought. There's so many things I didn't do all those years ago. So it'd be nice to do them now.
Just some random minions.
We can do this. Well, I'd say that's worth 10 out of 10.
I have to go all the way back to Silva. Getting there.
Oh, it's these guys again.
Oh, enemies.
Ha! Ha! That was
one
an
for
easy
us.
win.
I realized I don't have any abilities set with him. Okay. So, I'm gonna rest at the end just to be safe. Right, so to recruit Ashton, we actually have to go into the Salvo mines, which I'm going to do now.
Mines off limits, folks.
Are you sure? We're here to slay the dragon.
You guys? You crazy or what?
We're quite serious, I assure you.
Well, you've got the right to challenge him, 'tis true. Just don't be afraid to run away if you're getting whipped, okay?
Right, one dragon coming right up.
Oh, I forgot to mention, there's another warrior in the mines right now. You can work with him if you like, but try not to get in his way, okay?
Do you think that could be Diaz?
Don't remember. I think you have to go this way.
This looks difficult.
I'm not gonna lose.
Oh. I still have her fighting. I made
Well, I'd say
her
that's worth a 10 out of 10. The
Very
power.
nice.
attack with her weapon instead of use her magic because she didn't have any magic points, but she'll get wrecked here.
This looks a little rough.
This looks a bit formidable.
Okay. So, if these things blow up, I'm gonna die. Like I'm okay. Yeah, I'm okay. Sometimes these
Glad everyone's safe.
The power.
Very nice.
sometimes they'll blow up in like a circle, and you'll just get hit a bunch of times real quick, and you'll like immediately die.
I think the dragon's lair is up ahead.
We'll have to be careful.
We sure will. This looks a little rough.
This looks a bit formidable.
Wow, that is a lot.
How about
Oh, don't get caught like that.
too
right.
shabby. Whoa!
Ooh,
This
great.
isn't unexpected.
There he is, my favorite character.
Who was that?
I'd imagine he's here to slay the dragon.
Oh, right. The guard at the entrance said we should work with him.
This looks a little rough. This looks a bit formidable.
Air slash!
Energy arrow!
Meteor palm! That was easier than I thought.
Honestly, I'm just amazed that I remember where to go after all these years.
We'd best brace ourselves.
Look out! Here they come!
Energy arrow!
Honestly, kind of a waste. I was gonna kill him.
How about that?
Energy arrow!
I'd say that was 8 out of 10. Whoa!
This isn't unexpected.
Hey, there's somebody over there. Looks like we're a little too late.
You think we could help him?
It looks a little too cramped for all of us.
All right. Let's see how things turn out then. We should at least cheer him on or something.
True.
Hang in there, man!
No, no! You gotta keep your hips down!
I'm sorry, but could you keep it down a little?
Ah! Behind you!
Huh?
Look out!
Whoa!
I mean, to be fair, you really should not turn your back on a big ass dragon like that. I'm just saying.
Man, I thought I had gone blind for a moment there.
Huh? Where did that man go?
The dragon's gone missing too.
Where is he? Where's the dragon? Hey, you guys, did you see where the dragon went? Hello? Guys?
It's on your back.
What?
Well, at least you're all right.
You call this all right? This dragon thing's on my back.
Well, I really couldn't tell you.
Well, look at it. It's gotta be the dragon I was just fighting. Why is it latched onto me like this?
Well, I'm not sure what to say.
This wouldn't have happened if you hadn't distracted me with all that noise you were making. I just about had this guy where I wanted him.
Sorry.
You have to take responsibility for this.
Huh?
I said you have to take responsibility for this. Look at me. I'm permanently disfigured.
Permanent.
What do you want us to do about it?
You're going to help me find a way to get this dragon off my back. What do you think?
What? Oh, come on.
It's the least you could do for ruining my life. How am I supposed to go around with this dragon sticking out of me?
Okay, so like I said, I love this character. Here, I could say avoid responsibility and he wouldn't be on the team, but I absolutely want him on the team, so we're going to take responsibility.
Okay, we'll try to make up for this.
You will?
Well, after all, it was kind of our fault.
Well, good. I'm glad to hear you're willing to admit your mistake. We'll start looking right now.
Right. Let's go.
Okay.
Oh, right. I haven't told you my name yet. I'm Ashton. Ashton Anchors. Good to meet you.
Yeah. You too.
Alright, so let me hit the save point. Okay. So, it's interesting. He's actually level 17. It's not bad. There is a big kind of side story that he has. And honestly, I think I'm going to do it.